Namaskar. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the timing applies to you. And welcome back to CTET Guidance under Inspiring Teachers Programs. I'm Dr. Yakaya as a guest faculty with 5-month career to provide free guidance program for all prospective teachers to make them inspiring teachers. All right, so let's begin today's presentation. To begin with, CTET 2021 free guidance program under Inspiring Teachers category. So what is the topic of the day we are going to deal with is CTET, what, why, when and how. So today's topic of our CTET is this. What is CTET? Why one should attempt CTET or prepare and take it serious or work for it? Is it worth of taking time, resources of a prospective teacher's life? When is the CTET? 2021, the upcoming CTET 2021. When is it and how? How to apply, how to prepare, how to secure 100+ marks with either your own preparation with the support of experts, friends and well-wishers, or by taking either an online or offline support from a reputed coaching institution. Let's move on with that for the session in mind. All right? Yes. So those of you already aware of these things might have already seen this particular information bulletin, the official information bulletin released by the CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education, the organization entrusted with the responsibility of conducting CTET 2021. So if you think we know already this, but still having come to view this particular video, I invite you and encourage you to spare some time so that you will get much clarity on that. Those who don't know, I have provided the basic information about CTET 2021 upcoming examination. Those who know already, applied or planning to apply, already previously attempted, I also have thrown some light where probably you might not thought. For example, you might have thought, okay, I'm a B.Ed and only let me apply paper 2. I'm D.Ed only, let me apply paper 1. Or I am already with PG, I don't need any relevance. If you are the one with such kind of thoughts previously, would like to know more in detail about CTET, its advantage, its applicability, its current eligibility and applicability, and the future probable prospects. What else the future, sir? If you ask me straight one question, let me answer you. Future, this CTET or the STETs, the state teacher eligible tests, are going to become mandatory both for primary teachers, pre-primary teachers, PPT, and also higher secondary teachers, which is PGT, or in other state government terminology, as in Telugu states, in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, it is called intermediate lecturers, JLs of intermediate level, or in 10+2 CBSE pattern, PGT, postgraduate teachers who teaches 11th, 12th standards or 9th to 12th standards. So such of the information I have prepared for you, the candidates. Those of you who are interested in such things, please stay tuned till the end of this particular video. Or else if you think you are not a candidate for that, you don't have any need or relevance with the CTET, if you know somebody would like to forward to them, you are most welcome. All right, but otherwise if you are a candidate for CTET 2021 and applying, do subscribe for 5-month career and regularly visit. We are going to provide quality, relevant, useful information from this platform. So I thank once again Director Dr. Riaz sir for giving us this opportunity, bringing the experts in to interact with the learners, teachers, and inspire them to become inspiring teachers and inspire the learners. All right, with this brief introductory, let me move ahead. All right, what is CTET? To begin with, the basic question of the present day session. CTET stands for Central Teacher Eligibility Test. Central Teacher Eligibility Test, simply. CTEST stands for Central Teacher Eligibility Test. What does it for? It's a minimum qualification for a person to be eligible for appointment as a teacher for classes 1 to 8. Now, if some of you think, sir, how come you think this is a minimum qualification? You know, there are teachers who are working without TET, both 1st to 8th class also. I know that off the record many things are happening, but as for the norms of the NCTE, National Council for Teacher Education, and the provisions of RTE, Right to Education 2009 and amended in later on provisions, it is one of the minimum qualification. So therefore, earlier somebody wants to work as a teacher, what used to be the minimum qualification? Either Diploma in Education DEd or Bachelor of Education BEd. Along with your +2 or graduation, it used to be called either you should have a diploma or a bachelor degree or BT or some other states, different names, various names, but at definitely either a diploma level after intermediate or a bachelor degree level after basic academic graduation was the minimum qualification. But as for norms, now it is, the TET is also part of your minimum qualification for somebody to work as a teacher. Similarly, it is one of the essential qualifications. It is one of the essential qualifications. What is that essential qualification? Can somebody work as a teacher without intermediate or graduation? No, right? We all know that. That's because either +2 degree, pass at intermediate level, 10 + 2, 12 years of schooling, passed, or graduation, 3 years of bachelor's degree either in arts, commerce, science, social studies, any faculty, is a minimum. Now, as for the norms which of the latest, as for NCT and RT and other related educational guidelines, the TET, either CTET or state TET. So therefore, for CBSE and ICSE syllabus, yes, national board they follow, so therefore they do accept only this, but state schools can accept either STET, the state level conducted teacher eligibility test, or the CTET, central government based conducted test exam. So therefore, it is a minimum, part of minimum qualification as well as part of an essential qualification. How, sir? How come you say? It's not my words, by the way. Yeah, please look at this. It is by law given by appropriate authority. Who is that law? Look at this. I have highlighted this part for your convenience. What is this? One of the essential qualifications for a person to be eligible to be appointed as teacher in any of the schools. Any of the schools. State school, central school, government school, aided school, even a private school which is known as a public school or international school, digital school, concept school, grammar school, dash, dash, dash. Names varies depending on the organization and institution and the place where this particular schools are run by. But otherwise, it is one of the essential. According to which, in accordance with the provisions of subsection 1 of 23 of RTE Act, Right to Education Act, which is, you know, is a constitutional act, National Council for Teacher Education, the NCTE, we all know, if anything comes to the guidelines, rules, regulations, norms and standards in this country, India, not only the AP and Telangana, what is to be followed? NCTE, because which is a statutory organization, empowered and enabled with the responsibilities and rights of ensuring quality of teacher education in this country, and thus NCTE. So therefore, accordance with the provisions of subsection 1 of section 23 of RTE Act and NCTE, wide notification 23rd August 2010 and 29th December 2010 and 11, then itself it has notified minimum qualification for a person to be eligible for appointment as a teacher for classes 1 to 8. Sir, in 2010 and 11 only, if this particular law has come, what is happening for the last 10 years? As my knowledge goes, what is happening? Two things are happening. Something is happening legally, acceptably, people have managed, particularly school managements, and certain things going on off the record, which I don't want to talk. But what is happening is, because some senior teachers working in the schools for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years by now, or by then itself 10 years, 20 years, in 2010 and 11 when the law has come, school managements have put their names for classes 9th to 12th. Or if it is only up to 10th class, 9th to 10th senior teachers who doesn't have TET and who said, at this stage we will not be able to qualify, we will not be able to prepare or attempt. And for 1st to 8th, those particular teachers who have qualified the young upcoming, because recent generations it has become, they understood it's a part of the movement, they complete B.Ed. If somebody asks what next, yeah, I'll go to next some other course, but in their final year itself is the target is appearing for the TET and qualify and be ready for teacher recruitment. So in view of that, schools, senior teachers who could not from 9th to 10th or 12th depending on their board, those who does not have seated, their names were considered under these classes, and those who have qualified this. That's on record officially. Schools also for some time have been managing and within their discretion and the provision of the law, because the RT Right to Education Act, as you know, is applicable only 1st to 8th. And at this stage, probably some of you, if you are thinking, yeah, sir, that's true. That's the reason I never thought of going for 1st to 8th classes. Minimum high school, 9th, 10th or intermediate. That's good so far so. But upcoming, let me give you in advance a piece of valuable information. Probable is, in the light of NPE, National Policy on Education 2020, you know, the spectrum of school education is going to change, which is now going to be from pre-primary to the higher secondary. That is your 4 plus 3 plus 3. Alright, including 2 years of pre-primary, first, second class, and then 3 years, then the last 4. Alright. So therefore, what to do? At that stage, it is going to become pre-primary, primary, secondary, higher secondary, 4 levels. And all this comes under school spectrum, and your RT Right to Education Act is related to school, and which comes under, after NP implementation due course, that comes under RT up to 12th standard. So if you are in view of an aspirant or aiming at only higher secondary school or high school, still you may be requiring, or you are the one aspiring for pre-primary. As on today, even the pre-primary teacher training itself is not in the main fold of school education or not under the government control. But in the upcoming NPE 2020 fold, it is also coming in. So therefore, in the coming days, it's going to be. In detail, I'm going to present this at appropriate session in this particular presentation only. All right, let's move on. Then why CTET? Why CTET? Yes. The rationale for including TET as minimum qualification for a person to be eligible for appointment as a teacher is under. As for the, again, your TET notification, CBSE, under the provisions of the RT Act, NCT norms and NCERT prescriptions, it would bring national standards. So one of the important reasons why it is for national standards, benchmark of teacher quality. Because we know across Kashmir to Kanyakumari in the east and west, in the breadth and width of India, a variety of teacher education institutions are there. Different levels of courses, 4-year integrated course, 5-year degree plus PG course, BSc education, 4-year BA become BSc education, 2 years BEd degree, 2 years DEd degree, right? 1-2 years MEd degree, and then BA education, MA education, whatnot. Apart from this, there are institutions, universities, colleges of maintaining different levels of quality. And each state has its own policy of teacher education institutions running and managing. So therefore, in order to have a national level standard, uniformity, minimum standards and qualifications, benchmark teacher quality, in view of this, NCTA has brought in what is called this as a minimum and a essential qualification, qualifying TET. It would induce teacher education institutions and students from those institutions to further improve their performance standards. So therefore, in order to improve the quality of education, would send a positive signal to all stakeholders that government lays special emphasis on teacher quality. It's not that government is not particular, government is not committed. So this shows enacting such laws, making the TET such kind of a national level or at least a state level, state TET exam, serves a purpose that it's not that government says anybody can become a teacher. No. Teacher require a minimum certain level of quality and standard. Alright. So these are the things, again, this also I have taken from what the TET notification has mentioned. Alright. Now further, as a candidate, as an individual, as a prospective teacher, what is for you or anybody? Yes, the CTET shall apply to schools of the central government and the schools under the administrative tribunal of UTs, Union Territories. Alright. So therefore, so one important reason why somebody has to be considered preparation of CTET as a priority part of their professional requirement, a minimum qualification, essential qualification or standards concerned activity is if you are serious about becoming a teacher in KVS at primary teacher or TGT as on date, and in the upcoming days it also may apply to PGT and pre-primary teachers. Similarly, Navodaya Sangathan. Various state governments now and then have been giving notifications, and for various reasons at times there is a gap. But ongoing notification every now and then you will see at regular intervals notifications from Kendriya Vidyalaya, Navodaya Sangathan, alright, and also from various other private schools, because it's going to be applied for private schools also, alright. Then further, if not this, sir, KVS Navodayas is not my target. If you say further, it is also applicable for the recruitment process. Sorry, yes, here you could see unaided private schools. Unaided private schools also applies to unaided privates. Not only that, state government and local bodies like Panchayat Raj, okay, so rural schools, rural area schools particularly run by your local body. So therefore it applies. So any level, particularly first to 8th class standard, legally qualified, acquired minimum and essential qualification to work as a teacher is the CTET is a must. So thus, I hope I could give you the essential gist required. In addition, especially I would like to impress and draw your attention on this before I move to the next part of this presentation. What is that? PGT JL, as already I told you, upcoming days, even the PGT or JL. Sir, if some of you are thinking, sir, because we are just listening to you, or anything comes to your mind, you say, no, let me share you one experience. In my own state, Telangana, we have schools called Gurukulas, English medium schools established by the government, where you have PRT, TGT, PGT. Recently, there was a notification for PGT along with TGT and PRT. One of my students attended that particular recruitment process, and then she was not allowed to take the interview, stating that you did not qualify CTET. She said, sir, I have qualified NET. We are not concerned with that. When our degree college notification comes, then you come. because did not clear either CTET or STET, we cannot consider for you. Which post I am talking? Not PRT, TGT, understandable it is, but for PGT post. Then she called me when I approached the authorities over phone. They have clarified, yes sir, it's true. National standards as far NCTE and RTE is that, but we, a recruiting agency called the Gurukula Society Schools Recruiting Authority, have framed a rule and drawn an internal memo which says so and so. Accordingly, for PGT also, TET is a must, teacher eligibility test qualifying. Because those teachers will be teaching not only intermediate, also high school. Anywhere 8th to 12th they will be teaching. Even if you go by the law, 8th comes under that. So therefore, we want to ensure. Then I said, see, why don't you consider 9th to intermediate these people? Why do you deprive? They said, sir, if I have to tell you honestly, the thing is, teachers comes with TET have a better quality when compared to that of anybody just walks in for this. So that's the reason, in order to ensure a good quality in our schools, we ourselves voluntarily adopted and prescribed one of the qualification is TET. So hope that makes sense, a real happened incident. So therefore, with that experience, I am speculating in future it's going to become PGT, JL, because when you are in the new scheme of 12th, 11th, 12th standards as a part of school education, obviously it's going to, probability is there. Similarly, already I told you PPT, all right? But one additional point at this juncture I would like to tell you is, suppose in the coming year, government begins implement, I already have started as you know, here and there, for just because of COVID, it is a bit slow in implementation, but otherwise the law has passed, you know, and implementation has begun. PPT immediately you start, but where are the PPT qualified teachers? Until then, paper 1 of TET qualified, either CTET or state TET, may be permitted or considered as a pre-primary teachers. So therefore, if you are the one not first to 8th elementary school, primary or elementary, you are the one aspiring for PPT. If you have done either a DED or a BEd, it is the right time, and in advance you are preparing for the future better prospects, is clearing this particular test. So therefore, all those DED, BEd, suppose for any reason you love the pre-primary, most welcome, or you have already tried with the secondary with BEd or with DED primary, you feel like you are not getting through, or even though by chance if you work hard you may get through, but you are not going to be happy, successful, I invite you to consider, because if some teacher has to contribute for the foundational development of a learner, it is a good opportunity, pre-primary teachers. All right? Okay. And in my own experience, we remember my daughter is now in 8th standard. So including LKG, UKG, nursery, she has studied already 11 years. If I have to recollect top 3 teachers who has contributed in her development, which I have seen personally with my own eyes, because I don't remember my teachers except 2, 3, similarly, is one of the pre-primary teachers. Because in our home, being a regional language, Telugu, we used to speak a lot Telugu, naturally, our friends, relatives and everybody. And this girl, still she entered the school, she is so fluent with Telugu, and that is a mission school, and where they will compel, they must speak in English. And this particular teacher has, in her nursery, nurtured her. Within a span of few months, she started picking up and developing. And so thus, we can remember those teachers. So do not forget that not which level teacher you are, primary, secondary, tertiary, higher university. It's not by your qualification nor by your level of working, rather your contribution, rather your support in transforming, in developing the child's behavior, child's academic and other areas of development does matter more than the level of working as such. All right? Okay? So if I have to cite the beautiful example of Abdul Kalam, I hope you all remember that. What he said? Great scientist. became the first person of India, president, no higher post than that as we know in our country. But when asked, what would you like to do after this, your term of presidentialship? Said, I'll go back to school where I was so happy and I will be happy. So that's what makes ultimately end of the career as such. All right. So therefore, I recommend all those. Also, as my knowledge and understanding, I can speculate. Now, note down within a span of 3 to 4 years, by 2025, you are going to see. Probably the next CTET, or at least definitely CTETs after 2025, are going to be conducted at 4 levels. That is pre-primary teacher, primary teacher, secondary teacher, and higher secondary teachers. Like you have paper 1, paper 2 now in CTET, and by 2025, what you will have is paper 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 levels. So therefore, it is high time for those who would like to well in advance get ready and go ahead is to be. Until the 4 levels comes, what do you have at hand? Paper 1, paper 2. So their services are to be utilized. So some time period will be given. No law will be implemented all of a sudden overnight, right? So even NPE also has given its strategies and timelines. As my knowledge goes, most of the NPE provisions 2020 will be implemented by 2025. A few are up to 28 and 2030. After 2030, education system in India only as per the provisions of NPE. All right. Okay, let's move on. Then, when is CTET 2021? With this background information, if you are convinced or you are prepared or already you made up your mind and with more clarity and commitment you are there, yes, let me give you a brief information before I close this session about these things. Applying dates already started, as you know, for CTET 2021. 20th September already started, which is in progress up till 19/10/2021. So therefore, please remember 19th October CTET. All right. And then exam dates, yes, they are fixed already. 16th December to 13th January. When exactly your exam is going to be, once you get your admission card, admit card, you will come to know. The basic dates are given. Once you visit this website, you will be able to see all the details as and when you require. All right. Date, time, and mode of exam. You know, this time this is one important special thing which you need to remember is mode of exam. CBT, computer-based testing. That's the reason daily 2 shifts, morning, evening, morning 9:30 to 12, evening 2:30 to 5. If you are writing 2 papers, you may get 2 sessions same day or different days, different sessions, and all that will be known only after the admit card. But otherwise, yes, it's going to be one of the day from 16 December to 13 January. So therefore, here I would like to invite you is consider until your admit card comes, your exam is on 16 December. And therefore, all your preparation strategy and plan should be within this time frame. All right? Okay, so let's move ahead from here. If you have any questions, queries regarding this, please do not hesitate to type in the same under this particular video under comment section, or if you are one among my WhatsApp group or the 5 Mantra WhatsApp groups, do type in your queries and comments there. In view of it, we will be able to give the future these things. Then where to apply for CTET straight away, you know. So CTET has mentioned clearly, you have an official website, ctet.nic.in. Just visit there, and the rest is step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 steps he has given. 4 critical, crucial steps: the registration for CTET, providing application information, uploading the documents, making the payment of the fee. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 steps I have clearly explained in one of the videos. You can visit 5 Mantra Career. There you will find how to apply for CTET step by step. So if you yourself are applying, view it once and then try yourself. Or if you are going to someone else, view it, note down the important points, and then you can go to a nearby internet center or some online center which can extend this service for your convenience. Do not forget to take your confirmation page printout, particularly your email ID, phone number, password, application number. If these 4 are there, yes, Still, if you miss something, you'll be able to recollect the 4 steps and the 4 pieces of important information. In that video, you can find those details in detail. So for now, let's move on ahead. All right. Yes. So where will be the exam center? Don't worry, 4 options you have to choose. But what I want to tell you is, earlier it used to be only in metropolitan cities. But for example, in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, it used to be only in Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam, 2. Now, you have 4 to 8 centers in each state, depending on the state, even 15-20 centers. Almost like major district headquarters have become the test center. That is the advantage. So nearest possible will happen to be the center of your examination. But important thing you need to note and remember is, you have to give 4 different options. All right, 4 different options. What is this? I have explained in that video how to apply step by step. You can view that if you have any queries regarding this. All right. Then you have an option of visit 5-Mantra Career Point YouTube channel for a detailed video on, as already I have announced, step by step demo on how to apply by myself, Dr. Yakaya. All right. So here is the YouTube channel. Link is also given. You can note down this, or simply you can type in 5-Mantra Career Point in YouTube search. You will get it and you can go through it. All right. Okay, let's move on. How to qualify CTET 2021 with 100 plus score. That's what. In the first attempt, 100 plus score if you are appearing afresh, or if you have for some reason attempted previously but could not cross that mark called 90, or you have a bare 90, 95, below 100 mark, I strongly recommend you reapply and cross. What does it matter, sir? 90 plus is, yes, qualified. You are qualified. You have acquired minimum qualification. You have acquired essential qualification. You are very, very much qualified, eligible. But see, apart from the government, private you are going, the moment they see you have a bare 90, 95 marks in CTET qualification, before you were interviewed, before your other qualifications are seen, what impression the organization will get? Obviously. So therefore, to be safe side, 100 plus you target. Those who are approaching afresh also, because it's quite possible. If you look at the YouTube and other channels, everybody is talking about 120 plus, 130 plus, 140 plus. But highest known as on date achieved is only 143, 146. But not by everyone. So why I said 100 plus against all these is, yes, desirable, achievable by most of the serious prepared candidates, by any above average who were in their academics, in their graduation and B.Ed level. It doesn't require extraordinary intelligence or genius. So therefore, for which these 2 can help you. One, prepare yourself with experts guidance. Like this, online guidance programs available, where 5-Mantra is also kind enough to extend such services. Or the second option, you have a better option. Suppose I'm already working, I have children, I don't have that much time, already exam is only just 2 months away. For all these reasons, yes, enroll with online or offline coaching programs. 5-Mantra Career Point is offering such service. All right. For queries and information, you can reach us through our YouTube channel or else through one of our WhatsApp groups, whichever is convenient. All right. Okay, let's move ahead. So visit 5-Mantra Career Point YouTube channel for videos on each subject, paper 1 and paper 2. In the coming days, we are going to make some videos on paper 1 and paper 2 by various subject experts, so that we will be able to give you the ongoing required guidance. Thank you for your time and participation. If you are not a member of any of our groups, you also can send a email dryakaya2020@gmail.com, because these WhatsApp groups and all our administrative people will be managing So if you just send a email, some time of my convenience, I will go through and I will direct to them if required, or else I myself will be addressing and answering. Thank you once again for your time and interest for attending this session. Thank you, one and all.